All right, guys, how's it going tonight? Thank you for joining in on the Organic Football podcast. How you guys doing tonight? Rich, Brad, and Matt, how's it going out there?
No, I'm doing pretty good, man.
So before we kind of get rolling, I want everyone to stick around to the very end because we've got some crazy, exciting news, and we want to share it with you. So, but we're gonna make you wait till the end. So, in the meantime, if you haven't already, follow us and like us and subscribe to our new YouTube page, Organic Football Pod, or is it Organic Football? And feel free to shoot us any questions. All of the fantasy football draft should be coming to an end. We start the season on the 7th. So I know my neighbor was drafting tonight. I saw him taking off to go to his draft. So there's still a couple not a couple, there's probably a bunch of people. Yeah, right. A bunch of people that are still drafting up until Thursday. So yeah, Brad, come up just a tad.
So, pretty wild. I appreciate the leagues that draft all the way up until tomorrow night, like, or even right up until Thursday. Like those leagues are cool because you catch every bit of news. I heard the argument the other day for why you would want your league to draft like whenever, like earlier, like you could do it pre-camp even. Just for like Brad, like I feel like you and I would get that advantage to where like there's not so much saturation of like knowledge about players.
Yeah.
So that you could sneak some players at those moments over other people. Like by the time
not go for that much.
Right. If middle of the summer I might get Bijan as like the 8th or 10th running back instead of the 3rd or the 4th.
Most people are cramming for the draft, anticipating it's 4, 3, 5 days, whatever, ahead of opening night. So that's a good point. Like if you draft a month prior or 3 weeks prior, then a lot of people aren't going to know what the hell's going on.
And their point too was, well, okay, injuries, like, okay, an injury happens. But injuries can happen literally any time. It really is no difference. Anytime that they're practicing, an injury can happen, like what happens to Travis Kelce literally today.
Yeah, but if you were like someone in our league and spent $66 on Travis Kelce, you wouldn't spend that money having that bit of information. And
I know, but
for sure.
What Rich was, I think, trying to say is we used to draft like a week before. We used to make it like the weekend before. Right.
I hated it.
Yeah. But now this is about the closest we've drafted in the last 12 or 13 seasons, however many seasons we're at. So, and still we got injured.
Still a thing happens. Yeah. Literally days after,
but you
minimize before the season.
You minimize.
You do minimize it.
Plus, it's Labor Day.
Let's see how many $70 picks go out week 1. Knock on wood. I hope none of them do. But
he should not be $70.
Shit.
You know what? I could say that shit. I had Tom Brady go down week 1.
Did you spend 70 on anybody? What was your highest paid player?
$38. $38.
Ooh, that was it. You went, man. You can value everywhere, huh?
Yeah, 38. Yep.
Wow, I didn't even notice
bargain
that.
Shopper, By the way, we will share all of our results. We were just waiting to draft. Matt already drafted last week, so we'll flash those on the screen for you guys so you can check out our teams. And of course, Rich and I go head to head week 1, being the first and second teams, or first and second place last season. So we'll see. I don't think
we played twice.
We played twice. That's great news, Rich. I love to hear that. That's sarcasm if you can't tell, but I have a hard time against the Vatican assassin. So
that's my team name.
Are you a Vatican
team name?
And that's what we do. We assassinate
other
teams that try to come through. Kind of just put you down.
Exactly.
Yeah.
No, but
we're nice about it. Yeah. Sometimes you don't even see it coming. You're like, oh, okay, I feel good, and then I'm dead. Okay, yeah.
And of course, I am super excited about the new what the hell is it called? The margin.
Bonus win system.
Yes.
Right.
2 wins.
Matt, are you
It's
familiar?
actually considered
tell you
a
about this?
bonus win.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
did. I remember you guys talking about that. I think it's a great idea. I'm not
Top 6
sure.
scores. Yeah,
Is that something you guys came up with on your own, or
I
because
don't
I
know.
don't think I've ever heard of it.
It's like a chicken
nor
and
did
an
I.
egg thing. We might have came up with it, and ESPN stole it from us, or I looked at an ESPN webpage and found it. I can't remember.
Gotcha. No, I think it's a good idea because even if you score a really high amount of points and you still get, you lose by 1 point or whatever because someone just was on fire, you still get some credit. So
If you made that top 6 out of our 12 manager league, so if you top 6'd it in points, but you still lost, you go 1-1 that week. You don't go 0-1, or for your
Salvage it,
record. So you salvage a little bit of it, and so yeah. Oh, we lost Rich. Where the hell he go?
he'll come back.
He'll be back.
So speaking of a few of these injuries, I know Kelsey was one of them. Cooper Kupp on my squad. Hamstring, may not play week 1. I don't know. I'm reading a couple of different things, and there's a few other ones.
Yeah. Cooper Kupp re-injured his hamstring.
Setback.
That's a setback, which a lot of times with those hamstrings, it takes you back kind of to the beginning almost. Hopefully that's not what
Honestly,
we'll see what happens with him.
What are you thinking?
Think?
2-3 weeks?
I think you should trade him.
Who has him?
I got him.
You drafted Cooper Kupp?
I got Cooper Kupp.
That's
He
bad
loves
news,
his wide
man.
receivers.
That's bad news, man.
Hey, I drafted 4 running backs this year. Come on.
You really made me proud. That
Yeah.
was very, very nice.
Dude.
Even though one was Zeke, he's like a half a running back. So
Well,
it's like 3.5.
he's good insurance, man. You never know. He might get in the end zone.
He's like that type of
compliments
insurance where you
What's
think
that?
you have insurance and then you go to the doctor and it doesn't cover shit. That's the kind of insurance Zeke is.
Which insurance are we talking about?
Yeah.
Oh,
We all know what kind.
I'm still paying how much? What the hell? What's going on
It
here?
doesn't cover anything.
Yeah.
But he's
I did get Zeke. I got him for $1, so I'm okay with that. I have to check and make sure.
$1 fine.
In terms of Cooper Kupp, though, I'm worried about him for this season, man, because the setback, it sets it back further, and there's just, I feel like, more of a chance that it lingers. He's really going to have to. I feel like he's going to have to sit for a long while for it to get healthy. And honestly, I think the Rams are kind of in a tank mode this year. I can see it on the horizon that they're going to end up tanking. There's a few teams I think that could, if the season starts getting away from them, they could start really tailing off pretty bad. So I'm worried about any LA Rams players in
You
fantasy.
should trade him for Garrett Wilson.
Who has him?
Zach.
That might be something.
Yeah, Zach's got him.
Zach had Cooper
might
Kupp
be
last
something.
year. It was his boy.
I would take that value all day long, dude. And just because of based on name, you might get it done. Yeah.
Not only that, he's got
Not a bad
Fairweek
idea
on the bench, so go sneak that guy out too.
Yeah, do it 2 for 2 and
Friar.
then actually steal a little value. Is that what you're saying, Brad?
Yep.
Yeah, that's what I was
That's
thinking.
what I like to do.
Well, of course, the draft is hours fresh, and Brad's like, "What's up?"
So what's
What do you
up,
wanna
bro?
do?
Like,
What's
are
up?
we
Do you wanna
talking
trade?
trades or?
It's just
I was like, you
immediate?
know how I roll. Oh yeah, dude. People were dropping, picking up, trading like minutes after the draft was over.
Yeah.
And I was like,
What
you know
the
me,
heck?
I like to hang out with the squad for a couple of weeks, see what's up, and then do some stuff. But who knows? This year might be different. I've been progressing yearly, so hey,
Yeah.
not too bad. So anyone else that you guys are concerned about injury wise going into week 1?
We briefly touched on it earlier, but Travis Kelce hyperextends
Dude,
his
that's
knee
bad.
today in practice. That's scary, man. Yeah.
In practice,
don't
2
know-
days before a game, like that's like
Yeah.
pretty much non-contact.
That sucks.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I don't think he's playing opening night, which is kind of disappointing. It is what it is.
Dude, he's not playing for
and it
3
could-
weeks.
I think it's 3-4 weeks minimum. Sometimes these things are 8 weeks. So it's like, it just depends on what he's got. But, he's a tough guy. So we'll see what happens. But it is just like the severity of it kind of tells you what it is. So kind of crazy. Find out more tomorrow, I think. So
Right, because Wednesday is when they show up to practice or not. Correct?
I don't know.
Did you hear me?
Shit keeps going out. Yeah. What'd you say?
Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay. I was just saying Wednesday is when they either show up to practice or not, or they have to.
We're gonna get
declare.
real legit practice reports come out on Wednesday. That's your first day of each week that they're gonna tell you like concrete information of practice reports. You'll get, okay, did they get limited practice or whatever? All these different like phrasings and the way they'll put that stuff kind of gives you clues as to how the week is going to progress. Like, do they expect this player to play? Can you kind of glean from that if they're going to have a less production during that week because they've been limited, because they might not get as many carries in a game or run as many routes? That stuff all kind of like ties together. It's almost mathematical.
And who knows his backup, Kelsey's backup? I just cheated and looked, but
Oh, it's like what is that kid's name? What's his name?
Noah Gray.
Noah Gray. Yeah.
Noah Gray, third year. I don't know if he doesn't really have much for stats. I think 23 receiving yards is all I see. So
you'll have better options. You'll have better options on the waiver wire in your league as opposed to what Kansas City guy is going to bring.
Right.
They'll work a couple tight ends out there, and you won't be able to really get value from
it. Get much value from
I would much prefer you go out there. Like in our league, we still got like 4 or 5 tight ends that are decent and kind of pick up a pool. So I mean, we're in a 12-team league. So if you're in like a 14 or a 16-team league, you might like be looking at that guy. Yeah. Then you're thin. You might look at that guy. But
go get Taysom Hill,
Mm-hmm. There's guys like Musgrave or Jake Ferguson. These guys are out there, so like you can pick up a few guys. Yeah, Gerald Everett, he's gonna plug and play. Like he's gonna get some targets in that offense. They're gonna throw the ball a lot. I like that.
Dawson Knox would be good for the first week or two.
Who?
Dawson Knox.
Dawson Knox? No,
Dawson
Knox is. Yeah, I don't know. I think they're going to utilize Dawson Knox only as a blocker pretty much now because they got Dalton Kincaid. I mean, he'll catch a ball here and there, but I've always liked what Dawson Knox does as a blocker in the first place. So it gives them that edge to do both. So that they drafted that kid Dalton Kincaid. I like that guy a lot. I'd rather have him as a rookie over than the Laporta guy that I got. Yeah, it was what it was.
And then
I'm dropping him, by the way. Brad. Dropping him. Laporta. I'm going to drop Laporta and pick up the Patriots, I think.
Right on. What about there's a couple more on here. I'm really curious about Joe Burrow. His calf.
Yeah.
Day to day.
Should be just calf though.
Yeah, he got this calf injury about 3-4 weeks back. This is like in preseason early.
And didn't he have another injury kind of towards the end of last season that kind of lingered through the off season, or no? Nothing major, but no? Okay. I'm thinking of somebody else then.
Yeah.
I don't know. I thought Burrow was banged up towards the end of the year, but I guess I'm thinking of somebody else. But
Brett, did you just bring up Javonte Williams?
Yeah.
Okay. Why? You just want to talk about Javonte Williams?
Yeah. Well, he's looking good. He's not looking like he's injured.
Matt, are you not doing our timer?
It's right there.
Yeah, it's right there.
No. But we're gonna do it like we got like a little choppy chop. Like we're going to the next segment.
Nah, gotcha. I mean, I think we killed about 3 minutes on the beginning. Yeah, we're on the NFL.
Okay.
We can about 60 seconds move on over to the next topic that I don't think anybody wants to talk about.
Stay in the NFL news, but
Mark Andrews.
We have more injuries. Mark Andrews has been injured. So that's like when we were talking about that. Finally, tomorrow we'll get a real report. Like Mark Andrews
has all the top tight ends. You got Mark Andrews and Kittle and Kelsey. All those guys. And the tight ends are hard to come by. I mean, good ones. There's probably 5 or 6 good ones, and half of them are gone. Half of them are freaking gone.
All the
Hey,
best
what's
ones.
up with the college football talk? What's that all about?
Oh,
You
Deion
want to
Sanders?
chime in for
Oh.
a few minutes?
I just wanted to know if we're allowed to talk college football on
Well,
our
Deion
podcast.
Sanders
I don't know.
is a professional football player, so we are in a sense talking about him.
Well, I
his
mean,
son.
I'm
And
not
it-
just
yeah.
actually looking to duck just the Colorado thing, but I did want to talk about Colorado. I like those players, but there was like some other stuff too, so I just didn't know. Like,
No, not that.
I know
much.
we've got okay, yeah, like we've had like conversations before where you're like, nah, like we're not talking college football, shit like that. So, all right.
I mean, when we get off on a baseball or basketball tangent, then that's really bad.
You're
but-
one tangent jump away. That's it.
Yeah,
Can't go
I think
twice.
college football is okay to talk about as long as it relates to the NFL.
Yeah, like okay,
That's just my
like
opinion.
let me at least frame it up for you real quick here. The guys I'm watching will be NFL quarterbacks.
Right.
We'll talk about them next year.
So see, but I don't know. Some people play dynasty, so they want to know about these young
Yeah.
quarterbacks that are coming up.
We can't. Some people do snake drafts. We can't cover them all.
I'll tell you what, though,
So many
Brad.
different
If you
versions.
saw these quarterbacks, you would actually enjoy watching it because they're like all very, very good. There's probably about 10 really, really good quarterbacks in college football right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like
yeah,
impressive.
like NFL
You're gonna talk
caliber
about
are
all 10 of
getting
them?
there.
There's this kid Joe Milton. He's at Tennessee. He's got this arm, man. It's crazy. He can chuck the ball like 80 yards.
Oh wow!
He just
I have
chucks
not
it.
seen that.
It's-
I know that there's
yeah,
two-
look up Joe Milton. He's
I'll have to look it up.
crazy. And this kid
I
at
know that-
Washington's good. There's just it's crazy. They're all going to be really good NFL quarterbacks. That's
Did you
what's
see
really,
Javonte
really
Williams' injury?
Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Okay, Brad. Yeah, fine. We'll talk about your NFL guy. What? You talk
Yeah,
about it. then.
he's
Fine.
looking good right now.
All right.
I
yeah,
actually
I
thought
get
he
it.
would have.
I'm not allowed.
Yeah, not allowed. I gave you one team, and then you talked about the Tennessee guy, and then you went to
He
another.
gave you
and
an
shut
inch.
you down.
Give me an inch. Look at this shit. Come on, man.
All right, Mark Andrews. What do you got on him?
I got that. We'll get an actual report tomorrow. That's what's good. Like tomorrow's Wednesday, we'll get a real report out of practice because he hasn't practiced for 6 days. But like during the off season, they don't have to give you that information. But tomorrow they have to be specific. Mark Andrews did not practice, or Mark Andrews limited practice, but it would also say knee, hamstring, lower leg injury, something. It'll give us some sort of guidance as to what the hell's going on with him. But if he's out, that's an easy pickup for me. I think you go pick up the Likely guy, Isaiah Likely. He's an easy handcuff to him and to get virtually the same production. That kid's pretty good. He's a great route runner. So
He's likely just to get the same production.
Nice.
yeah.
And these jokes just write themselves.
That's a good one.
Likely, yeah, that's a good dad joke right there.
Likely, yeah. Yeah, we talked about George Kittle. We didn't talk really though. Like that kid, Deion Sanders' kid.
Yeah.
But like the kid who plays there, Hunter, he plays both sides of the ball. Did you know that, Brad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see his
that shit's
stats?
tight. Yeah, man. 11 catches for like fucking
180 yards.
something, and then a touchdown.
and
then
then
a
2
pick.
interceptions.
The
Something like
pick
that.
did you see the one? Did you
Holy
see the
shit.
one?
No, I didn't see it.
Oh my god, dude! He just like makes this incredible play to cut off the pass and like still like diving through the air to get it. It was like, oh my god, what is going on right now? It was actually like that's the thing is like I know you don't want me to talk about it. I was actually entertained by college
By-
football.
Like, oh,
Like- I'm not trying to talk about it again, but I'm telling you, it's an amazing story because I've never
Speaking of
really
amazing
appreciated.
stories. Can you believe Javonte Williams is going to play week 1?
He's limited.
No, he's going to play. It's amazing. It's like
All jokes aside, college football is entertaining. However, I don't have the time.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
But
I'll
go
just
ahead.
take
one.
That's all I
Games.
want to say. That's all I want to say, Brad. I promise.
All right. Well, I think we've covered
Well,
enough Javonte Williams. so I
Yeah,
think can
we
move on.
got a couple
Yeah.
days till the
Okay, well,
season opener, and I think we can probably maybe talk about our beloved Cardinals just a little bit, starting with
Beloved.
starting with
We gotta
who's
switch that up.
who's under
New intro.
center. Still don't know. Speaking of being tight-lipped,
they won't name a starting quarterback. Jonathan Gannon.
I guess you don't have to. What are the rules there? Anybody know the rules there? Like you have to.
I don't know.
It could be game day.
Or there
It
are
could
no
be
rules.
right.
I don't know.
I don't think you really have to.
If you're good enough, they kind of care because they want to know who to game plan. But when you're this bad,
Right.
they just like
They're like, whatever.
Care. Just put out whoever you want. We'll go kill
No,
them.
Brad, it's a
I
strategy.
say they throw the mascot in there, head and
No,
everything.
Would it be entertaining?
It would be
gives
very
them a
entertaining.
competitive advantage to not name the starter because the
Yeah.
other team doesn't know.
Matt, real quick. Matt, you have season tickets.
Yes,
You'll know.
You know what I'm talking about when I say that the Cardinals win every time in the cartoon?
Oh yeah.
Like on the
Protect the
screen.
nest.
Yes,
On
we
the screen.
protect the
Yeah,
nest.
yeah.
And they have the mascot, like protect the
Yep.
nest.
Yep.
And he kicks out the other team out of the nest. And I'm like,
Every time.
yeah, we always win in the cartoon.
In the
At least
cartoon.
we
You can
have
write
that.
And
that
then we
down
get our
as you want.
asses kicked out on the field.
Yeah, it's gonna be brutal.
So who do you guys think? Who do you think starting? Who's going to be the starting quarterback? Any
It
predictions?
doesn't
Just
matter. It
I know it doesn't
doesn't
matter.
You know
But
what?
Dobbs,
They're going to be
really
so
sure.
bad.
Okay, to piggyback
I don't know,
on
Brad. That might
Brad's,
surprise you.
to
No,
piggyback
like
on
honestly, it should
Brad's,
be like a high school football team with no names on the back of the jersey.
How many
numbers.
wins,
no
Brad?
one
How many
cares.
wins? How many are they
3
winning
wins.
this year? Three.
3.
I got them at 4.
Actually,
Rich
no,
has them
2 and a tie. 2 and 1
2
tie.
and a tie. All right. Rich
Wow,
said 4.
Brad.
And Matt, what'd you say before we
4.
got on here? 4. Okay. 3 or 4
I said
wins.
that when we talked about it a while ago, and I'm sticking with it. Even though Vegas has downgraded us,
3.5, right?
Win
Over
total
under?
to 3.5. That's
3
so
and a
bad.
half.
And we're not favored to win a single game.
Not one game.
If you go
That's
and
Name
look
or
at
the
that
only
team,
we should
every
only
week we're
team.
the only team that's like that.
Name
So-
a team we should beat.
We're like
We
a 7-point
are-
dog at Washington. Like, how horrible can you be?
Yeah.
Well, it's because Dan Snyder's gone. Otherwise, it'd be like 3
Oh,
points.
yeah. And they're selling
They
that
are
place out, man. That's nice for them.
Yeah, they are going to be
People are-
exciting to watch this year.
Speaking
I
of
think
this,
we're
Card-
underestimating just how bad the Cardinals are going to get their asses handed to them right here on opening day. They're going to get their asses handed to them. There's going to be a vibe in that building because like Dan Snyder's gone and they like literally they haven't sold out that place in like a long time. I forget how long it is, but
17
they haven't
years.
sold it out. It's been a long time, and so now it's sold out. So that place is going to be like on fire. That defense is going to destroy. If it's Clayton Tune or Josh Dobbs, they're going to get wrecked.
So do you know how
Washington
much the
defense is
upper
gonna-
level tickets are going for at
For
the
where?
Cardinals opener? The
Oh,
Cardinals
for-
opener at home.
Yeah,
Oh, 17th against the
against the
Giants.
Giants.
Yeah.
$28.
Wow.
Damn.
That'd be a
It's the
great time to
Giants.
take your young children because it won't cost you an arm and a leg. Like 'cause they're only going to watch about a quarter and
It's
a
like a
half, and you get the
baseball
hell
game.
out of there.
You're just like
Yeah.
walking around
That's
down
it.
in
You walk
Glendale,
in,
and you're just like,
and that-
"Hey, you want to go catch a game? I got 50
The benefit
bucks
of
me."
being way
Go
up there,
catch
you're
a
not going to get hit by a ball, so that's good. Yeah, just
Catch a game.
you're at the TGI Fridays down the road. Oh, let's go walk in and
I
grab
heard-
grab
there is
some
a
Buy
tickets.
football
tickets, and you're
game.
like, you know what?
Yeah.
I changed my
It'll be
mind.
$11 at halftime.
You buy like a
Just go
gallon
in
of
the third
milk.
quarter.
and
Let's go watch
fries,
the
and
new
you get
Lego
2
movie
free
or something.
tickets.
Yeah, go watch a movie, then buy some tickets off a scalper for $14 and walk on in.
But this is
no, it
exactly
might be
why.
a good time to just go and have a little event at the stadium because
Yeah.
when they were good, those upper levels were $125, $150 or whatever it was. So, Brad,
Yeah.
thanks for the tip. I'm taking my kids. I'm doing
I'm
it.
depressed.
Yeah.
I'm depressed now, Brad.
No,
That's
your
great.
kids will never like football, Sorrow. They'll be like, dude, I remember going to this awful game. Like they're scarred for life. Like that is not the impressionable moment you want to show them.
And then the mascot will pop out at the wrong time and scare the crap out of both of them.
Yeah,
and
because
that's
he's
it.
kicking field goals.
Done. done.
What do you guys
So
think
we
of the
don't know. We don't know
rumors?
who's under center. Let's see. What's up, Matt?
What do you guys think of the rumors about Kyler Murray not playing at all this entire year? I don't think
I've heard
I'm pretty sure I said 2 episodes ago.
Yeah,
And I heard it a couple times on air, local radio, saying that they're just going to sit him and try to trade him at the end of the year. So
Yep.
I think he's
And
got to
that's-
play
Do you
though.
guys buy that? I don't buy
I think
that.
he's got to play. I
Why?
think to get value out of him, he's
like,
got to play.
con-
Like,
con-
if
well,
he
at the
shows
very
that he's
least,
good.
sucks.
If you're going to
Play
trade
him-
him, yeah.
play him enough to where other teams can see the potential, and
Yeah.
then I think they're trying to push all that Steve Keim and
Yeah.
Dude,
Kingsbury
what if he
juju
comes
out
back
of
and he sucks?
the building.
You get zero.
Well,
for him.
then you're stuck with $180 million paperweight. So you're
Yeah,
screwed.
that's yeah.
know?
I didn't think of it like that.
Yeah.
If he sucks, it's totally nothing.
Nothing.
And, you,
I
and you're
mean-
stuck
Nobody
with the
But what are the
fucking contract.
chances
Nah,
he
I think some
sucks?
people out there still think to themselves that they would be able to make him better, like if they got him in their building. Atlanta would
let's
say,
see what-
let's kick the tires around.
Sounds like
this.
a
We can spend the
30-year-old
money."
Yeah.
single woman.
teams that don't have
Washington would do it.
a shot or a QB. I mean, let's see what Sean does
That was a
with
good one, Brad.
Russell. What did he
That
say? I
made me
missed it. What did he say?
Go ahead, say it again.
Oh, I was just saying. You said some people are going to want to change Kyler Murray, and I said that sounds like a 30-year-old single woman.
Oh, man. That's Brad's joke.
And
everyone.
what's
Had nothing to do
what
with
happens? You can't
Yeah,
change.
Brad,
it.
take ownership of that joke.
it. Yeah, that's
You-
all you
That's
do.
your
change
joke,
it.
Can we
buddy.
just put a credit by Brad in the comments?
Can you type that out for a banner there, Matt, please?
Yeah,
Ooh,
we'll
yeah.
take a
Brad's
banner.
comments.
Credit Brad Smith.
Put a quote. Put Brad
Yeah,
Smith.
quote. Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Hey, man, it came out of my mouth. Quotes are quotes.
By the way, if you're listening, and by the way, we do have some great news at the end of this.
Oh no, I think that's an
pod
insult
here
to 30-year-old
in about 25 minutes. So just
Single.
hang tight.
Oh,
there you go. There you go.
There you go.
Well, you didn't put
Oh,
Brad's
boy.
initials next to that just to make it official.
Oh,
Oh yeah, Brad
Um,
Dash. Brad.
Well, we
Smith.
know.
So, needless to say, we're not going to predict scores for every single game because we just said they may win 3 or 4 games. So we're just not going to
Yeah.
spend any time
We're not gonna
and
waste
just
the time.
dissect it. We're not going to waste any time.
I'd rather knit
So-
online.
Okay, that's well. I'd like to see that actually. Do you have your knitting needles handy, Brad?
No.
We'll wait. Okay.
We could beat up on the.
I'd
Cardinals
actually love
today.
to see you do some knitting for us.
That'd be great.
Fantastic. Yeah. Yeah. I think that'd be a great
Something-
addition to the
something-
show.
I'll bring
Red
it in
and
Bring
black.
that next episode. Yeah.
That'll
Yeah.
up the viewer
You
engagement.
see that teaser? The
Oh.
teaser.
What's he talking
Oh.
about?
No, I was gonna say.
What?
What's he say?
Did you guys
What's
want to
that?
talk about our? Do we want to show our fantasy football teams and kind of move on from the Cardinals a little bit?
Yeah, let's
Good.
talk fantasy.
Nobody
Well,
wants to. You don't
Or
want
do
to say
you,
anything
wanna,
about.
do you still want to?
No, is,
Go ahead.
is Gannon on here? He said some weird stuff. Do you guys want to touch on that
Yeah,
at all? Or
I was gonna say I don't know if you guys want to talk about it or not.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. We can talk about that for a little minute. Yeah, he said some weird stuff. He's kind of weird. Yeah.
I
There's
looked.
Rick-
I
Let's
saw
go,
the
let's
whole
go.
speech,
I did.
and if you watch the whole speech, not just the condensed one, and what's funny is the Cardinals are the one that put it out. They're the ones that put this shortened thing out.
the edited version out?
I think so. Yeah.
Full blown tank.
Yeah.
It did not get received very well, but if you watch the whole thing, I didn't think it sounded that bad. But the little 30-second clip or whatever, everyone's clowning on it. You know, it is what it is. It's a little goofy, but
And
in
like
context,
Richie
it
said,
wasn't that bad.
we're the laughing stock at this point. So we can do anything, and we're just gonna get crapped on. So
it's in the NFL script this year.
yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I think Gannon's. I think he's smart. I said this about Kingsbury too, though. So I just hope it doesn't go down like that or like.
Oh yeah, let's pull
I
that
did
clip
think,
up, Matt.
you know,
Go
like-
ahead. Oh, just kidding.
Yeah, you have to though. You do have to think about he can grow into this job. It's his first job. Obviously, he's not used to delivering these type of speeches too. So like maybe he's not the super motivational type
Yeah,
in the first
not-
place.
not only are you the
That's
head
what you want,
coach
head
of a
coach.
football team, but it's your first time ever, and you're not used
Yeah.
to the cameras and the interviews and all
Right.
that stuff. Maybe you don't
Oh,
have the
dude.
grace and all the things it takes to be a head coach. Go ahead.
I know what's going to happen. They're going to win one game all season. Deion Sanders is going to come coach here and
Oh,
turn the
man.
whole program around. He's
Right.
going to do
You know
it
what?
back to back to back years.
Who become coach here?
Huh?
Who'd you say?
He said Deion Sanders can come
Deion
coach
Sanders.
After one win. He'll come in after the one win. Just like he turned around all the programs.
You know,
That'd
that
be
thought did
crazy.
rattle around my mind is like they hired Jonathan Gannon just to wrap the season around his neck and then axe him after the tank season and
Oh,
Anyone
bring
know what
somebody else on.
What,
I
what's
think that
he
would
getting
be
paid?
pretty
You know?
brutal, but it has rattled
Six
around my brain.
quarterbacks, coaches again. I'm gonna go fucking crazy.
I'm wondering what he's getting paid because don't they still owe Kingsbury a ton of money? They had to pay him out.
Dude,
A
they're
couple of,
Yeah,
billionaires.
they're paying him for the next
They're
like
billionaires.
3 years.
Yeah, but that's still a lot of money.
Yeah,
You're
billionaires
talking-
don't care.
I'm not gonna cry about Bidwell.
I mean, if I'm a
having to pay
billionaire,
Kingsbury.
$150 million is a lot of money. I don't know what he's getting paid, but like that's still
So if you had
$1,000
$1,000
chunk.
and you
Yeah.
lost 150, you gonna cry or you can be like, oh, whatever. I'll make
Actually,
it.
yeah, if I had $1,000 in my bank account and 150 just went away, I'm gonna be like,
You should
shit,
have got
what am
850
I?
in there.
Yeah,
I'd be like,
but
I'm not gonna cry about it. I'd be like,
I
whatever.
budgeted that with that 1,000 for the month for expenses and food, but
And
I
that's
see
if he
what
has
you're
1
saying.
billion. If he's 5 billion,
if he has
that's
many
5 billion.
billions,
You got to put it in other terms, Brad. What if you had 1,000 pizzas and you only
Yeah.
lost 2 or whatever, 150?
100 if I lost
Sorry.
150
Actually, that
pizzas,
seems
I'm
worse.
gonna
If
be
I lost
mad. I'm
150
gonna be
pizzas,
very upset.
I'd be stressing.
Well, we'll take it one stretch further. Chipotle burrito bowls. If you had
See,
I would not
1,000
lose one.
See, exactly. He'd hang on every last one of them.
Yeah, I ate Chipotle before the draft, and you see what happened? I got a good draft.
That is,
Nice.
yeah. We should when Rich pops back on, we should flash our.
But dude, do it now.
Teams.
We don't have to
Yeah,
wait
go
for
ahead.
Rich.
We can
I
start
guess
now.
we'll just share it now, and
What if he
yeah.
never comes back?
Well,
We're
then
just
he
never gonna
comes
show
back.
it?
there's never any guarantees.
Exactly.
Let's see.
We move on.
Share screen. Boom. You guys tell me what you see. League roster. Share. Which one are we looking at now? Okay, we're looking at this screen, which is exactly what. So this is
No.
me right here,
I'm gonna have to put on my glasses.
and you guys watching at home, you probably just full screen it, and you should be fine. There's Rich. He's back. There I am. There's Brad. There's Rich right over here. No name Smithers, Vatican. So bench included. Let's see. Rich and I go up against each other in week 1. If you guys didn't know, Rich was first place last year. I took second. So we're starting off head to head, and we play twice. So that's scary for me because Rich kicks my ass pretty much every single time. So, yeah,
That's what I
Rich has
did.
got, yeah. If you guys look, just take a look at the rosters. I'll flash you mine here in a minute. My roster.
Ooh,
And,
and flash
yeah.
is what now?
My roster. Yeah, so
Get
you
it.
got Herbert. I really
Show
like
us what you
Herbert,
got,
man.
buddy.
Brad, I wanted Herbert. No, this is a kid's show or a family show. Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Yeah. Get it together.
I know you guys.
Herbert was my
Josh
second
Allen.
favorite. I know,
Yeah, mine
but he was
too.
my
Yeah.
second. He was my second favorite.
That's a good
Herbert.
pick. I think the Chargers are going to have a great year too. I think they're poised to have a good year.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
paired him
they're-
with Mike Williams as my second
Yep.
wide receiver.
That's nice.
No, yeah, your starters are really top end. They're really, really good, man.
I like
them.
my flex too. My
They're
top and my bottom are really good. I don't like my middle.
What are you talking about? You got.
Are you talking about 30-year-old women again?
Yeah,
Oh man.
It's
I
the
kind
theme.
of feel the same way. Oh,
I'm
Wait a second. So let's look at Smithers. So you're talking about Mike. Because you're starting P Ryan.
yeah.
P.
P.
Ryan
Ryan,
And
Odell.
what are your other options? Other Odell or okay, I see. Your flex
Jalen
too.
Warren.
Kind of.
that's
You're kinda-
right.
yeah.
Odell. Who
I think
who did
eventually
you want?
you'll be.
Brad, who did you
Yeah, I
want
mean,
for
a flex
Odell?
2 is what you want to be weak at. You
That's
know?
who we tried to.
You already
Nice.
tried to make a trade with Sorrow with
Yeah,
Odell.
Odell for who? I forget.
Well, I just wanted to see if you're interested. I
Oh,
didn't
right,
actually
right.
Say anyone.
Well, so let's talk about these two, then we'll go up to mine because I was pretty happy with my draft. I don't think I got any top tier running backs, but I did get a few of them. And so Brad's
What's yours?
team. Well, we didn't talk about your team. What about your team? You got Justin Jefferson, dude, and you got Bijan. Bijan, like you've been
Bijan.
talking about for I don't know 6
Sounds
weeks
like a fancy
or
mustard.
so. Bijan,
Bijan.
yeah. Oh, here, try some Bijan on that burger.
Yeah.
Daniel
I got my
Jones,
Bijan.
he's got. There's a lot of hype about this dude this year. I mean, I think he's gonna have a good year.
It'll be like 7.
That was kind of, I mean, that stack was what I kind of exclaimed I wanted to do too. Like if I missed out on my top end quarterbacks, which I was interested in Justin Herbert, but not at that price point, and Lamar Jackson, and not at that price point.
Yeah, what did he go?
I
for?
knew
He went
$40.
$40.
Yeah,
I
so
drafted you,
behind,
just asked me.
so Brad knows.
know.
Brad knows
I was
exactly.
Yeah, should have asked.
He was there. He clicked the button.
Many times.
But behind that, I always pretty much wanted to plan out that if I was going to go value, then it was going to be Daniel Jones with Anthony Richardson, because I like that stack of 2 quarterbacks. I get Daniel Jones, so I think is going to be he's undervalued in a lot of people's opinions, and I think he's going to be a solid top 8 quarterback. I don't know, $6. Yeah, and then I think I get Anthony Richardson for $2.
Yeah, that's great.
So I paid $8 at my quarterbacks, and I get high-end upside value possibility at the end of the year with Anthony Richardson, because I think this way I can start Daniel Jones for a long time and then hope for Anthony Richardson to really gel, get that completion percentage up, buddy. Like I got to get at least 55% out of you, and then I can feel a little more comfortable. Yeah. So if he gets there, he's going to end up in my starting lineup week to week. So I love that. Like those 2 quarterbacks are together specifically, because I actually think Daniel Jones has some high end upside too, because he runs too.
He gets touchdowns. I had Barkley. He must have taken like 8 to 10 touchdowns last year for me.
Yeah, I like Daniel Jones. What the legs bring to the puzzle. That's what you want in fantasy football.
Who got Barkley? I was going for Barkley, but I
Jay, right?
Jay? Let's see, where's he at?
Jay got Hurts, Barkley, and Kelsey as his main 3.
He paid some money though, 53. Yeah, not terrible. But it was so early. I didn't want to spend a quarter of my money on anybody. So
Jay did well, but then overpaid.
He did,
on Kelsey. He overpaid, and now he's going to pay the price
for those.
Kelsey was 63, 66.
You go out and spend $50 plus on 2 people. That's what you should do.
Get 2
top dogs.
2 top dogs, at skill positions. I think you get, in today's day and age of football, I think you can be more balanced. I used to always say go get 2 studded running backs, but I think in today's age of it and how it is with actual NFL running back rooms, true studs, there's not those true studs out there anymore. There's so many split backfields that I think it's diluted that market to where
there's like 4 studs.
You can go, hey, a stud is a running back and a stud is a wide receiver to me too. That's why I drafted Justin Jefferson this year.
Oh, he's a stud.
He's an absolute stud. Yeah, he's a beast.
Do quarterbacks ever fall into the stud category? I mean,
Patrick
your
Mahomes.
top 3 or 4 are going to put up 25-ish to
ones that
27.
Dude, that's why I spent 40 on Herbert. I wasn't going in looking to spend that much, but I don't have to worry about a quarterback this year. I'm not worrying about picking the right matchups or this or that.
Yards. I'm
picking my flex too.
Gets a lot of yards.
That's about it.
Dude, Justin Herbert, I think he conceivably is going to be the number 1 quarterback. That's
he's been number 2 the last 2 years.
He's going to be a fantasy MVP at quarterback for sure.
What was last year's stats? Does it show?
Oh, he doesn't show those
right now. I don't want to do that.
No, yeah, and last year was a trouble year for him. He was injured for part of the year. Yeah,
exactly.
He was fighting through stuff. That's why it's like going to be such great value this year.
Yeah, I think $40 was perfect. Honestly,
10 minutes.
10 minutes. Let's do some.
All right, let's look at mine and then Matt's, and then we'll wrap it up with some other fantasy stuff. So
Yeah,
here's
I haven't
mine.
seen it.
I got Matt's down here too. So I'm pretty happy with what I got. I've got Evans down here, but I heard that if Tampa Bay really tanks it, then he's going to want out of there, and there might be a trade
Work out.
possibility.
It could work out in your favor. It just
Yeah.
depends on where he goes.
Go to a better team, exactly.
Yeah.
So he'll hang tight.
What if he
He
went
goes to Kansas City.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Beats
Oh
two.
my
You know
God.
what I mean, Brad? Let's
Unreal.
go.
That'd be unreal.
That'd be so cool. Oh my God,
Yeah.
Patrick Mahomes to just
San
chucking it up to
Francisco.
Mike Evans. Oh my God, or San Francisco. Oh my God, no, they don't need any more shit there.
Dude, they
Lord.
who wouldn't want to play for him at this point? Like,
Oh,
I'll play for league
Oh.
minimum. Like, go play with those guys.
Mhm.
that's scary. That's scary, man.
They're like the new Warriors.
Let's see. Where'd Matt's go? Whoops.
Who's your backs though, Sorrel? Josh Allen.
that?
You got then you
Yeah.
had Kenneth Walker, Miles
Sanders,
Sanders,
Dalvin Cook.
Amari Cooper. Okay.
There I am.
Yeah.
Oh, don't click on that. Don't do it. There we go. There it
Yeah.
is. And then, of
Hawkinson.
course,
Okay, I liked Hawkinson. That was good.
TJ Hawkinson.
Good.
He just signed another deal. So
Yeah.
he's
Oh,
okay.
yeah. That's right. There's a guy
Yeah,
on
that's
the roster
signed-
there, Sarah. I see a guy I wanted to ask you about.
Who's that?
I don't know. How do you pronounce that guy's name? What does it say? Tyler.
This guy?
What's
Right
What's
there?
that guy's name?
Oh,
That's-
yeah.
that's-
We have
That's
to-
like-
Pretending not
Sarah?
to know how to
That's-
pronounce his name.
That's because I listened to the pros. I was like, all right, I'm gonna go after this guy. He's gonna hang out on my bench and
Matt,
see
you
what
should have seen the
happens.
uncomfortableness happen when Sarah bid that guy
Explain.
for $3.
Explain.
And Rich is like, "Are you fucking serious right now?"
I only had $4. I had to do something, and that
Yeah.
Rich kept talking about that guy. I'm like, sorry,
And he
man, I'm
looked at
doing it.
him and he dead-eyed him and he goes, "I know what I'm doing, bro."
I know what I'm doing, bro. I know.
I was
That's
like,
literally what he said.
Holy fuck, shit's got real.
Whoa.
Oh, man.
That was for last
Good Lord.
championship, man.
Interesting.
Yeah. That's how that went.
Yeah,
down.
we
Yeah.
sat the three of us and Turtle sat at the same table.
We're right there. Yeah, sitting right there, looking right at each other. There, and then he puts up what? Can you? Can you pronounce his name? That's what I'm asking you, Sorrow.
Can I? Yeah,
Algier.
Algier. It's
Algier.
Algier.
Alligator.
Algier.
Alligator.
No, sorry,
Alligator.
you blew it.
Say you think his name.
You mean Tyler? Yeah, Tyler. That's easy, dude. Come on.
Yeah. But that does also lead me into like I do have a quick little waiver section for us tonight. I'll just go based off of like easily at this point, like what's available in our league, which is like a 12-team league. So if we got to adjust, if there's more people out there who want us to do like 14-team leagues, I don't know, we could adjust for that stuff and get a little deeper. But in our league, a guy he's probably available in some deeper leagues too, is Alan Lazard. I think he needs to be picked up. He'll be the second wide receiver in New York, and
He's got rapport.
trusted rapport with Aaron Rodgers. So I think, and when you have the number one, sometimes it opens things up for the number two. So that,
So good. Like probably the biggest
yeah.
improved team.
Yeah, man. I mean, their offensive line needs to get with it. That's
They
a
could
little
win the
bit
division.
nervous making, but
That's insane.
What did Zach pay for Aaron Rodgers?
I'm gonna
Was
remove
it
that
$10?
for now,
like
sorry.
$8, $10.
okay? It was
Fantastic.
good. It was a great. Yeah, it was really good value.
Yeah,
Great
and then
bet
he
on
went
that.
around and paid 40 for Mahomes. So I don't really know what's up with that. Or 48, 48 for Mahomes.
Okay, I mean you're gonna start Mahomes.
Well, yeah, but see, that's the thing is like I don't understand. And a lot of people do this with like auction drafts, and you got to realize this if you have one coming up. Let's say you went out and got Rodgers. If you got Rodgers for $10, then you're going with him, and you think he's a good value.
Right.
Save
Especially
that
because he
48
picked
and
up.
go get a Tony Pollard. Go get
Yeah.
a fucking go get a stud back with that 48.
Yeah.
Go spend $6 on a Daniel Jones and an Aaron Rodgers. Like if you want to back
Yeah.
him up because you're not 100%, back him
Yeah.
up with someone cheap. Don't go spend $50.
Well, there's
on
no
a
point in
position
having.
you can only start one.
You go one way or the other. You either
Or if you can start two
invest-
quarterbacks, that's different.
Well,
Well, the
yeah,
only
those
thing
are different
with
leagues. Yeah,
yeah, with quarterbacks, it's like you're only going to put in your backup when your starters on bye week, anyways, or if
yeah.
they
So just you
unlikely
might
get
as
injured because they never get
you might
injured.
as well
Knock on
wait till
wood.
you get there and pick up a Jared Goff or a Sam
Right,
Howell or whoever
right.
gets churned out onto your waiver wire.
And
Yeah,
if you're
Exactly.
trying to pick up a guy for trading him later, that's like buying a car and selling it at appreciated value. Like no one's going to give you the value that you want. Everyone knows that you have 2 fucking quarterbacks and you can only start one, so they're not going to give you the right option. So
Unless if he starts Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers just starts fucking killing it, and then he may have something to trade
well,
away.
if you want to trade Mahomes, but then what are you going to trade him for? Like a number 1 running back, right? Like a Tony
No, I
Pollard.
say you keep Mahomes and you get rid of Rodgers because I think Mahomes will still
and you don't get
outperform
value.
Rodgers.
Then you get what, a flex 2 for him? So like you
Yeah.
could have taken that $10
Yeah.
and just bought a fucking Dalvin
Totally.
Cook.
No. It should have been,
Speaking of guys, a guy to pick up who could be a flex too is Kareem Hunt. So I think he's probably available in a pretty good chunk of leagues out there.
If you got a deep
We're talking about that.
bench, that's a nice one.
I love that one because as soon as someone gets injured out there, or even there's still situations where he might get picked up. I could see still in Miami right now because
Yeah, I
of
was
Jeff
just
Wilson.
thinking that Miami. You might head down.
Yeah, like that. Could you imagine in Miami, him and Tyreek Hill and Jalen Waddle? Oh my God! So that's a nice little pickup. I think he needs to be picked up, and I think Tyjae Spears, the backup in Tennessee, is a guy that needs to be rostered in pretty much 100% of leagues because of his value. Of diminished drop off if anything does happen to Derrick Henry, which I think a running back who's taken that many touches for that many years and already has taken injuries to his feet, it worries me a little bit. So that's why having that type of guy with that type of handcuff backup is very, very important. So I like Tyjae Spears. That's why I like Tyler Algier too. I think if you roster Bijan, you should probably roster Tyler Algier unless you ran out of money. Damn it.
No, you had money. You just didn't want to pay for it.
Yeah, well, I had to make sure the rest of my roster did what it did too.
If you went for 4, I couldn't have went to 5 because I was only down to $4.
I know. It was the matter of I wanted to make sure I got the defense that I still wanted at that moment.
Totally.
And then there was just a couple other players I just needed to make sure I got there with. I wanted to make sure. I think I was still looking to make sure I got Zay Flowers in that moment. So it was tough for me. I really want Zay Flowers on my roster this year.
But that's the number 2 why I went with Odell, actually, because of Zay Flowers. I thought he would kind of sneak around and get a lot of targets.
I nominate Odell and I couldn't get him because I don't have enough money.
Yeah, I was kind of bummed, actually. I did get him because it kind of set me out of a nice little number 2 running back because I didn't have money. I spent $11 on him or something, $9. And then I spent $7 on Mike Williams, which I'm totally happy with. I think they're great values at each. But if I could have taken that and bought a $15 running back, that would have been nicer.
There's no redos, right?
Next year.
Not really. You can make a trade.
Well, actually, as commissioner, I found out I can undo anything that I want.
You can. Especially if
I can literally do whatever I want.
Dumb stuff, which we've had happen in the past in our league. But again, we've been around for a while, so all of that bullshit's kind of gone now. So
we're 40 years old.
Owners, we're older. We're a little more mature, just a tad. By the way, I've got Matt's team flashing on the screen. I don't know if you guys could see it.
Oh,
you cannot.
There it goes.
We're gonna spend like 1 minute on it though.
Yeah, we got 1 minute, and we gotta do our announcements.
This team. He gets.
What is this?
He gets embarrassed talking about it.
Hang on, I don't even know if I can do this. To be honest with you.
Yeah.
Oh, good.
Nope, I have no idea.
It's just a really good team.
I'll read it off. Watson, Higgins, Cooper, Chubb, Henry, Hawkinson, Mostert starting. And then he's got a decent bench too. Dylan, Cooks, Spears,
back heavy.
Ayuk.
Ayuk is Jay's own.
Yes.
I know.
So I'm going to stop the share so we can see our ugly
What was
mugs.
that?
There we go.
There's somebody in our league who literally his 2 wide receivers on his roster coming out of the draft were Brandon Ayuk and Juju Smith-Schuster.
Only 2?
This
That's
is
it.
2 wide
That
receivers
was
in our
it.
league. I mean, you're only required to
only-
start 1. So technically you just start 1 and that's that. But
He likes his running backs, I guess.
well, I mean, I don't think his running backs are all that. Anyway, what does he have, Brett? He has Saquon, obviously.
Yeah, Saquon, Madison,
Saquon.
Montgomery,
Saquon with A1.
Saquon.
Deion Jackson,
Yeah.
Gainwell,
Yeah. Wait, who was the second guy? Madison?
Madison,
Barkley,
and
Madison,
Montgomery.
and then Montgomery. Yeah.
David Montgomery.
Yeah.
Which I don't really know about that pick. I don't think he's a
But
starter by any means.
Yeah. I wouldn't really want to be starting him every week.
Like,
That's
I don't
for
even
sure.
feel comfortable putting him in. I mean, maybe a flex 2 would be the highest I'd rate David Montgomery.
Right, but do you think really like on one of our rosters, are you going to start him every week, or are you going to go, no, he'd be an
No.
option? Yeah.
No, I mean, I might start him for the first 2-3 weeks, hoping that they don't give it to Gibbs, and then just try to trade bait his ass.
Trade bait his ass. He's out of here.
He's out of here.
2 touchdowns in a
Well-
week. Boom. Trade bait.
Boom.
Gone.
He gets 2 touchdowns. He's fucking gone.
Yeah. That's that type of guy. Yeah. That's what I say about Zeke too, probably. Zeke,
Oh, yeah, dude. If Zeke has a good week or 2, you need to sell his ass.
Yeah, gotta get
yeah,
him out of there.
gone. You're gone. Give me value.
Just keep that video from practice away from anybody in the league so they can't
Dude,
see
you
how.
should buy the rights to that
Chunky's
thing.
got it.
Fucking scrub that off the web.
Yeah, exactly. No, I'll pay extra for that.
Yeah.
All right. Well, before we wrap, I want to hand it over to Rich, because Rich has been working on this for I don't know how long, a year or so.
I think 4.5 years it's been going on now.
Well, like really pushing it and getting after it. So I'm just gonna let him announce it because I'll probably butcher it. So Rich, it's all you.
Yeah, man. Pretty exciting. Good announcement tonight. We are going to take our podcast. We're going to take it to a broadcast. There's a streaming service we're going to partner up with, WTSMTV.com. And that's where you'll be able to find us starting next week. We are going to have a new show for you as well. So we're going to be doing our Tuesday show
In
it'll be
studio.
live and then on demand and in studio. Yep, we're going to go ahead and be broadcast live in studio. So you can get it live. It's like a premium streaming service, or you can get it on demand for free after the fact, right through their website. So it's going to be pretty exciting, and we'll still have the audio version available for everybody every week. It'll still come out either probably that following morning. You'll have that available too. So yeah, we're pretty excited about this. We're partnering up with Doug Franz and WTSM TV. It's gonna be it's gonna be great. So
we'll put the station's website on our
Mhm.
social media and on this YouTube, the live YouTube. So basically, you just got to go on there. You cannot go on your phone and log in or subscribe or basically set up an account. I tried to do that. You have to go on the actual computer, laptop, computer, whatever, and do it there. But then you can access it through the app. There's an app for it too, and it is free. Now, if you pay, I think it's $3.99 a month, and you can listen to it live on Tuesdays. Otherwise, you can replay it like the next day or the day after, kind of like what we've been doing here for the past 4 years. So check it out. Yeah, we'll be in studio, and that's going to be a lot of fun starting next week, a week from
next
today.
week. And then, so that's the other part of the announcement, is that we're going to be doing a Sunday morning show for you guys. So we're going to take the latest, greatest of the news and react to it, get you guys ready for Sunday morning for your football intake
and stuff like that.
Yeah. So we're gonna have you guys write in, give us starts and sits. We'll have that news about who's out, who's in. We'll react to that and go pick up people on the waiver wires and get all that fleshed out, and so we know what to do on Sunday mornings. So we're gonna have that show as well. That'll be the hour before kickoffs on Sunday mornings.
And that would be a good show to watch live, because then you can chime in with questions. If you've got a couple of players on the fence, like who do I start, this guy or that guy, that you chime in, you get a little bit of info and
$3.99 a month. I mean,
Yeah.
you get a couple good picks. You get a couple.
There's other
It
great
might be
content
worth the money.
on
Oh, there's a
WTSN.
ton of content. There's
I
so
like
many
what they're
good shows
doing,
on there.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Doug's show's great, and then Steve's show is great. That's right after that, so it's good stuff all day on there. So I think it's definitely well worth it. So, and then you see us live. Yeah, that Sunday show will definitely be a dope time to get on live and really help people out.
Right on. Well, yeah, that we'll leave you with that, everybody. Have a great night. And
We'll see you Sunday.
we'll see you Sunday.
We're
Well,
gonna
is
do one
Sunday
Sunday.
Sunday will be the in studio?
Sunday not in studio. Sunday
Okay.
we're gonna do one more like
Got it.
this,
So,
but
Sunday will be the first.
as our
Then
Sunday.
Tuesday,
Yeah. Tuesday in studio next week.
Yeah, make
Dude,
sure to tune in
Tuesday-
Sunday.
2 days, guys.
Yeah, 2
football,
days,
man.
and a couple
2
more
days.
days. Yeah.
We didn't even get that. We should have done a little preview of Thursday night. but
Waste
we
of
were-
fun.
Yeah.
Travis Kelsey's not playing. We don't need to do preview.
Okay, we know that. Yeah, there's.
We're in mourning.
Yeah.
We're in morning.
We're just not going to talk about it.
Look for Jahmyr Gibbs kicking ass in that game. I think he's going to tear it up because there's no Chris Jones, so I think Jahmyr Gibbs is going to look like a star like right out the gate. I missed out on that.
Cool. Well, till next time. Well, Sunday we'll see you on
Laters.
here, but Tuesday see you in studio with
Heck
the four
yeah.
of us. So
Shoot.
have a good night, everybody.
Peace.